Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Right to the air is Huntley. They'll get this out to Kamara. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Huntley to throw. Complete down the field to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. Here's Huntley.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Huntley. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, here's Corral. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. This is taken around the 12. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On second and 10, here's Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Corral to Moore there. Good for a Carolina first. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
No gain on the play there, second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and you play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Huntley's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
McCaffrey looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Huntley. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
60 Maverick.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A good pickup there at 22.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Again, he'll drop to throw. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 43 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Corral yet again going to throw it. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Corral with it on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Corral looking to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before break. Huntley. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Corral. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On 3rd down, Corral. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this will be taken at the 13. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. On 2nd and 12, Corral. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
3rd and long, Corral. Open man is Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That caught by Trimble. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Stevenson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Corral sets up play action. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Corral looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Corral with it. 1st down here. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try the left side. It's Stevenson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action, Corral. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw, Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up made touchdown Panthers.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And a nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Huntley. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Up off the gut, McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They run. It's Kamara. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.